Da, 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 da. This is the lifestyles of the rich and David. If you didn't know that, by the end of this shit, you will know the truths about Truth Teller. Bitch. Bonjour. This is another episode of the Lifestyles of the Rich and David. And of course, this is a place where you come to get your entertainment via reality. That would be reality. And of course, this is only the third chapter, third season, of course. And, well, you've come back for more if you're here right now, right? And, well, we continue to give you that bombastic, intrinsic. Trying to think of words on the spot, because we are unscripted, unfiltered, unrehearsed. You know who we are, baby. You're back for another installment, and I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Enjoy another beautiful page to the chapter number 3, season 3. Don't say I didn't welcome you appropriately. I won't hold you up anywhere. All right. Take care now. So here at Lifestyles of Richard David, as you know, we like to do things a little differently and make good on our promises and our vows. And something that we made sure to incorporate in this season, season 3 to be exact and specific, is the fact that we want to make sure we dwell and we dig and we just drill until we get the facts and the truths of the world. And one thing that we wanted to touch upon, for instance, is when it comes to certain aspects of your own life. Some of you may recall of such films as Secret Life of Pets or Secret Life of Pets. It doesn't matter. Point is that you're watching this show to get those facts about shit like that. Regardless, something that we want to do in regards to that movie is to dig deeper into such such points that were made in that movie. For instance, when you talk about that movie, Secret Life of Pets, and other animated features as such, those the whole point of those are to kind of take into consideration some of our thoughts when it comes to pets, where they're thinking when they do certain things, and what they're thinking in general, like when we're not around, and what they do when we're not around. But of course, that was an animated feature, as we stated. We are about that real raw shit, and that, of course, is why we bring into question, of course, not into question, but we bring to fruition this particular segment we like to call Tea Time with Banks. It's tea time with Banks. Tea time with Banks. It's tea time with Banks. Tea time with Banks. You guys, I'd like to introduce you to our friend here, Banks, the dog. Call him Mr. Banks, Sir Banks. I don't know what he likes to. He has different preferences, but he's never said, "Hey, call me this or that," So there's no specific thing that he goes by, as long as you address him with Sir or Mister or what have you. And something about Banks, we wanted to clarify that he's got the facts. Indeed he does. And that's why we wanted to get to the inner truths of an animal, and pets to be exact. I know a lot of you that are watching have animals at home, dogs, cats, what have you. Now, obviously, he can only speak to dogs. Not speak, but like speak as in like he can only touch upon in terms of how dogs feel and what they're thinking, what they go through. And that's why we're gonna dwell into what he thinks, and how he feels, and how difficult life, or how not difficult life is, but how things are for him on a daily basis. And I want to just make sure to get the pressing questions answered, and that's why we've come here to get those answers. Yes, of course. So, Banks, I want to ask first, of course, what exactly you're feeling on this specific day. So how are you today? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I completely understand that. Yes. I guess the question everybody likes to ask, the big pressing question is, what exactly is it like to be a dog? Yeah, no, I completely understand where you're coming from. I could see how that might be a little difficult to answer. Oh, let me let me rephrase it. Um, do you find any difficulty in, I guess, perhaps being a dog, or people question, the difficulties, and I completely understand it. I get it. I could see why you wouldn't want to address the pressing subjects here. Well, that's why we have this tea time with Banks, and because there's times when we can't really address the many truths. As you saw, tea time with Banks, and here we are. This is just one of the many sessions with Mr. Banks. Catch us next time on another episode, another time with Mr. Banks. It's tea time with Banks. Tea time with Banks. It's tea time with Banks. Tea time with Banks. Do you like what you just saw? Well, I can assure you, we've got plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead. Hit it. We've got plenty more. I assure you. Just hit the subscribe button. Hit it. I said hit it. Yeah. Go ahead. You're close. Little closer. Yeah. Oh, you got it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Come back soon for another exclusive feature presentation by the lifestyles of the rich and David. This is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching season 3 of the lifestyles of the rich and David. TLRD, we are the future, and the future is bright. We are the key, we are the key to entertainment via reality.